All right, folks. So welcome back. With this next episode, we are going to go ahead and develop the controls and the joints, bones for our characters so that they will be able to be rigged up in the next video. So this video, we're just going to get everything ready. Um, this is going to be a very basic rig. The way this little guy is designed, he is going to be designed to move like characters you would see in video games that use this type of character. Um, I'm trying to avoid saying the name because, well, I don't own the rights to that name, but the game at which I speak of, that blocky character is the arms just kind of sway forward and backwards, the legs, same thing, head kind of turns side to side. Not crazy movement. And so this will be a really easy way to teach you a little about rigging. Um, when you get to more complex characters later on, the rigs are going to be much more complex. But for this one, this is a good intro to how it all works. So what we'll do first is I'm going to go ahead and if you don't already have your file open, go to File, Set Project. I'm going to go to my blocky character folder, hit set, then go to File, Open Scene, open Blocky 3. Then I'm going to do a file, Save Scene As. We're going to call it Blocky 4. Then I'm going to go up here to Workspace. I'm going to change it to Reset Current Workspace. And now we are good to go. So I'm going to, if you're looking at this, I'm going to hit spacebar, try to get to my front view, and I think I'll work. I'm going to jump between front and side view. And now we have to change this little drop down here. I'm going to change it to rigging. And so we'll start out by building the skeleton. So at the top here, I'm going to go to skeleton, create joints. And in the front view, we'll go ahead and start with his left arm, our right side of the screen. I'm just going to kind of click right here on the edge, and then I'm going to go down to here and click. So now I've created this arm, or in this case, it's got two joints and a bone. Again, this is an easy rig because of the fact that this little character doesn't do any crazy movements. You can still use this process that I'm going to show you for more complex rigs, or you can get even more detailed. One thing I will show you with this is if I grab my move tool, if I choose this joint, because it's the parent, if I move it, it moves both joints. And it would be that way with any. If it's the parent, it moves its children. If I choose the child, I can move it wherever I need to, and it only moves by itself. Now I'm going to press spacebar and go look at how it looks in the side view, which it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to select my main joint over here in my outliner. If you don't see it, again, go to Window, Outliner. I'm going to go ahead and call it left arm joint. Then I'm going to hit Control D, slide this one over to the center of my right arm. And I'm going to change this to be R, arm joint. Then I'm going to go ahead and go up to skeleton, create joints. I'm going to click once here and go up to the top of the head. And I'm going to grab my move tool and shift that just a hair. Grab this one, shift it up just a hair. And then I'm going to call this one neck. joint. Now I'm going to go ahead and pan down some. Let's actually check the side view, make sure it's centered. Looks pretty good. Then I'm going to grab skeleton again, create joints. I'm going to put one at the top of the leg on the left side. Go down. Then I'm going to go check it in the side view. All right. So I'm going to select the top one there and call it left underscore leg joint. Gonna control D that one, move it over. I'll just zoom in on here real quick. Looks like I could probably bring those up a hair. So I'm gonna bring it up, do the same with this side. I'm gonna hold middle mouse and Alt, come down to these, bring them to the bottom of his feet. All right, and then I want to click on this one, rename it R leg joint. And then finally, the last one we are going to create is go skeleton, create joints. I'm going to click right at the base of his body. And then I'm going to go up to his kind of his neck area. Make sure that one looks like it's centered. Yeah, it's pretty good. So then I will select it and call this body joint. All right. So those are all of my joints. Got them ready to go. Next, we're going to go to this tab that says curves and surfaces, and I'm going to click on this circle. And what these are, these curves, they are pieces or elements that you can see when you are in the scene mode, but when you render, they don't actually appear. So in this case, we are going to create our first one, and we are trying to lift it up with our move tool and move it over to get it as centered as possible on our right arm parent joint. So then I'm going to call this, or not our right arm, our left arm. And I'm going to call it left arm control. Then I'm going to control D that one. Drag it over. And I call it right arm control. Go ahead and create a duplicate again. Drag this one over to the center where our, I'm going to try clicking on our neck joint and control click our other one. I want to see how close they are. I basically got to get this one lined up on that neck joint. And because it's hidden inside of the head, I'm going to grab my scale tool, scale it up some. Then I'm going to scale it widthwise so that I will have it kind of stick out beyond everything. And I'm going to call this neck control. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that one. So Control D, and I'm going to move it down to, I'm putting it down here because we are going to have one main control that I'm actually, you know what, let's move this one to the waist for right now. Yeah, we'll put it on the waist first. Then we'll call that body control. Then we'll duplicate it again. And this one that we're putting is going to be at the feet. It's not actually going to be connected to any of our joints, but it's going to be called our root control. And I'm going to scale it up a little bit more. So I'm going to call this root. So the root control is going to be the one that when it moves, it takes everything with the body with it. So now we need to do the legs. So I'm going to go ahead and create another curve. I'm going to grab my move tool, drag it up, and then I'm going to drag it over to the first one I can. Now you see it's very close to being hidden in there, so I'm going to grab my scale tool again, and I'm going to scale this guy out so that I can easily grab a hold of it. I'm going to call that one left leg control. Do Control D. Then I'm going to move it over and call this one right leg control. All right, so now what I've got is my controls built, ready to go. So when we get it all set up, this will control everything. This will control the waist, left leg, right leg. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and expand these guys so they stick out a little further. And so those will control the arms. And then, of course, we got our neck. And so, again, when we render, these will not show up, but they'll be there for us to easily grab a hold of instead of having to grab the joints. All right, so that is getting everything kind of, or you know what, let's go ahead and do this one last thing before we change videos. I'm going to go ahead and group these elements where I need them. So I'm going to take the left arm joint in the outliner. This is going to be the easiest way to do this. Left arm joint, left arm mesh, left arm control. So I'm control selecting all of them. Then I'm going to hit Control G. And I'm going to call this left arm group. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the right arm joint, right arm control. And I'm going to hit Control G, call it right arm group. Same thing with the left leg. Grab the left leg control, left leg mesh, left leg joint, Control G, call it left underscore leg group. Grab the right for each, Control G, right leg group. Then I want to do the body, body, Control G, do body group. Then I'm going to do the neck, head, and neck. Control G, call it neck group. All right. The one that doesn't get one is the root control. It'll be its own thing. So now we've got it ready for the next lesson. So for right now, let's go ahead and do a file, save scene as, call it blocky-4, save as, yes, replace it, and we're good to go. See you in the next video.